So I am Ken, and I am talking with Karen about getting a salary negotiation.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Ken, for meeting with us today. Um, yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I am just really excited. I've got a marriage lined up with the love of my life, so I'm really excited for that. And I'm just excited to talk a little bit more about the company and this new position I could get.
yeah, that's awesome. Marriage is a huge step in life. I've been married now for quite a while, have 4 kids, and
Wow.
it's quite the responsibility. And looks like you want to be taking on a little bit more responsibility here at work in the workplace as well. And you've been doing pretty good with things, so
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions and kind of talk about where you see yourself going in this company and why you think that you're fit for this position. Because
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah, the last assistant manager that was here, he started out kind of good and kind of trailed off a bit. So
Mm.
we just don't want that to happen. It hurts the company as a whole and can leave a bad impression on some of our customers. So we need to make sure that the assistant manager is someone that cares a lot about the company and the things that we care about.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
I guess one thing that we wanted to ask you is, do you feel like you are a good manager type person? Like, can you lead when times are tough, or have you had any leadership responsibilities in the past? That
Well, I recently graduated from college, and I had some responsibilities there with different clubs that I helped run and everything like that. And I like to think I'm very fair and honest with people. And when things are really difficult, I really make sure I don't throw relationships and stuff out the window with the bathwater. I really try to just take control of the situation, control things that can be controlled, and not not overreact.
that's good. That's really good. Yeah, and when working as an assistant manager, one thing you have to focus on as well is that you're fair and that you're willing to listen to what people have to say, and you're can help out when conflict arises. So I think that would be really good for the company. So what do you feel like puts you above the rest of the people? Because we've had a couple of other applicants come
Mm-hmm.
and share their skills with us. We're just trying to find someone that's best suited for this position and can do it the best. So what do you think puts you above the rest?
Well, I think one thing that puts me above the rest is my ability to follow directions. I'm also very willing to listen to other outside opinion. I'm always trying to learn. I really don't think I would get into a rut as far as because of me just wanting to do things my own way. Like I know that this company has a really good history, and you kind of talked about a previous assistant manager that didn't do super well. I'm very committed to just learning each day and trying new things. So I think that sets me apart. Also, my ability just to interact with people, just to be human and kind with them. Like I, I just am trying to be really like patient with people and listen and stuff. So
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, yeah, thanks for meeting with me today. Is there anything else that you wanted to bring up as we consider you for this position, or
yeah, I guess you've talked about how you want somebody that is reliable and detail oriented and stuff, and that's honestly something I struggle with a little bit. So, what are some things that you think I could do to be better suited for this position? What are some other things you're looking for?
I think in being reliable and detail oriented, it starts with having those good habits and just making sure that you're watching out for those around you. Because like right now, my spouse has been dealing with a lot of sickness stuff, and
Mm,
that's why I've been gone all these times. And there's sometimes you have to understand that there's times in your life where you're gonna have to compromise. So don't always don't sacrifice your family or your loved ones for a better place in the workplace. We don't want that at all. So that's the other thing we wanted to kind of talk to you about is right now you're getting paid a pretty good amount. Moving to this next position, sometimes people want to get a little bit more money for the added responsibility. How are you feeling about that?
You know, I feel really pretty good about it, but at the same time I'm also like, you know, I have these student loans I've been paying off. I don't want to take more of them. I also have, you know, this marriage that I want to be prepared for, that I want to have a good amount of money for. Like I'm sure with you, with your marriage, being on the same page with money is super important. So those are some things that I'm definitely interested in.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I never went to college, just kind of got into here and
Sorry, I'm so tired. Just go. I'm sorry. I didn't forget that happened.
didn't get to talk for 30 minutes.
Part of it is kind of like
What?
I don't know. Okay, rewind. You didn't go to college.
Yeah, I never
Sorry. Okay.
I myself never went to college, but I know that those loans and stuff can be a lot on your plate. My spouse had to deal with a lot with that. So we are willing to discuss a higher. It's not a laughing matter, so.
Oh man. Oh boy. Okay.
Should I go back or?
No, it's okay. Oh man.
So we're willing to discuss like a pay raise because you will be taking on new responsibilities and also putting yourself over a lot of the people that you're going to be working with there.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. I'm listening. You're gonna have to give me more responsibility.
Yeah, you're gonna have more responsibility, and you're gonna have people that you're gonna be placed over as an assistant manager. And here at
Saneway.
Yeah, thank you. I always forget the name of the business. Here at Saneway, we want to make sure that we're taking care of our customers as well as our employees, and that this place, the whole company is kept in good running order and kept. Am I doing something?
No, I just had the thought to divide it. I didn't go to college.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
It's okay. Oh man. Yeah, so I need to have more. I'm gonna have more responsibility. I need to take that seriously.
Yeah. And also, as an assistant manager, you're going to be having to go to more meetings, talking to the manager and the head of the company, and being able to discuss how we can help improve things, because we want to be a company that grows with the community and a company that improves over time. So
Yeah.
your ideas on that will be important, that we take into account as well. So do you have any questions? How are you feeling about things? Do you feel like this is something that you can take upon yourself?
I feel pretty good about it. You know, I just recently accomplished school, so I have a lot more free time. You know, when I started with the company, I didn't have a lot of free time, but now I've kind of gotten to this point. I think I'm really ready to take that next step. As far as salary goes, I was thinking maybe around like 42,000, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
How do you feel about that?
That's quite an increase in pay, especially when you look at how much everyone else is making. And before, how much were you making? Around like 3,500 or 35,000, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's right around 32
Okay.
or 35.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not one for numbers. I mostly just something that's helped me a lot being here is just being a people person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something you need to understand is even with your education, it doesn't put you above anyone else. And
Yeah.
as assistant manager, you are put in charge of people, but you shouldn't think of yourself as superior, because the best leader is one that leads by example, and that can help the company grow as we move forward into the future. So I don't know, with that increase in pay, you are going to be taking on a responsibility, but we just kind of, some people have offered more and less than that. So what makes you feel like that is a good salary for you, a fair salary?
I think it's pretty good because I feel like I wouldn't be worrying about money as much, and it is going to be more responsibility, of course. And I feel I have a lot of confidence in my skills, my ability to perform, and yeah, honestly, I'm a little just worried about school and kind of want to be able to go to a grad school maybe. So maybe a scholarship of some kind. We could put some of that money into a scholarship, so maybe it's not all 100% salary. Would you be open to that?
Yeah. The company is very committed to the surrounding colleges and helping people increase in their education and be able to receive the funds necessary for that. So I think something that we have to keep in mind, though, is that is a large increase in money,
Yeah.
especially over time. And as an assistant manager, you do have increased responsibilities, but I don't know if it warrants that large of an increase. You see where I'm coming from is even with an education, your education doesn't necessarily apply to this situation. But as you are trying to finish your education and be able to pay for your wedding and for everything with that, I think we can consider it. One thing that would be best if you do feel like you can receive that much pay is to maybe add some responsibilities to the assistant manager position. You're studying English, right?
Yeah, I have a degree in English. Yeah.
Okay.
English
So what are you going into? What are you wanting to do with that? What's your forte?
My overall aim, Karen, I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah. I feel like English gave me a pretty good idea, a pretty good place to stand, but it's kind of like I'm at the beach, right? And now I've left the beach and I'm in the water, and I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. Now I'm trying to swim, now I'm trying to get a boat, now I'm trying to learn to scuba dive. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Just trying to traverse the water as well.
Okay, gotcha. Would you say that you are a good writer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, because we have a position that has kind of not been filled in a while. We haven't been able to have much done with that, but it's basically being over the head of I can't say that word.
Publicity?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's being the head of publicity.
I needed these laughs so bad.
Of the public. Publicity. Publicity.
Publicity? Yeah.
Publicity.
Yeah.
Publicity.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said it.
So, it's basically being the head of publicity. Publicity. Why can't I say it? It's being the head of publicity. another word for that?
Public relations.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So,
Okay.
A while back when this company was a bit younger, we had a public relations head.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
they were in charge of kind of getting the word out there about our business right now, our advertising and stuff like that. And it wouldn't be that much of an increase into your responsibilities. There would just be more meetings and stuff.
Okay.
Meeting with the rest of public relations and talking to the people that you were over about that. But I think with your writing background, you'll be able to maybe write some articles and things about Saneway and be able to get the word out there about us and stuff. So how do you, and I think that would probably warrant the pay increase because you'd be basically doing two positions. We could possibly even raise it.
So we're combining the positions a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we could possibly even raise it to 50 to help you with.
Okay.
Because we really want to help you out with that your college.
Yeah.
And
my future wife.
yeah, and that position usually pays around a little bit more. But since you're just going to be doing both, and we're just going to try to bring it back a little bit, I think that would probably be a good salary for you. How does that sound?
Well, I'm just trying to get a better feel for what the publicity guy would do. So, am I I immediately thought like posting to social media, but there's newspaper, there could be video. Like, this could have a lot of ramifications. There could be a lot of parts to this puzzle that I don't understand. So, kind of demystify this a little bit more for me.
Yeah. So, for you, and it's good that you're thinking about that. So it shows that you care about the position. For you, it'd be mostly the writing. We have people, videographers and stuff like that, social media, that have helped in the past. We just haven't had a head over them to tell them really what to do or what to share. So with your background in persuasive writing and stuff like that, it could help a little bit with that. And we can see like where it goes from there. It's not like if you fail at this position then you would lose both. It's kind of testing the waters, maybe to help you out for that bit. Maybe you won't receive that pay for the whole time that you're in that position. Just kind of trying it out, seeing how it goes.
Okay.
We have a little bit in our budget to warrant for that. And if we can see an increase in our the customers that come in, and if we can start pushing out more product, that could help over time. So I think that would be really good for us in the long run.
Okay, cool. So thank you for explaining that more. So basically it's less of an established position. It's one that hasn't been used recently. So I'd be kind of resurrecting it in a way, and I'd be mostly writing, doing all my other responsibilities, but also doing some writing on the side to hopefully get more customers in the door. Does that understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And for the first month, year or so, we can try out that salary and see how things go, and go on from there. If that's something that you would like to do, I think the CEO would be fine with that. And
cool.
You'd love to see the business improve, because we've kind of had people stop coming here and starting to come to larger establishments like Walmart and Target. So we're trying to get some of that back. So I think that would really help with us in the long run.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'd enjoy that a lot, and it would be an increase in responsibility, but it'd also give me some really reliable experience that I could relay into other companies and whatnot in the future.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be really good. And how about, what if we added on like a performance bonus? Like if I was able to bring in 10% more customers, I get $5,000 more of salary. Would you be open to that?
On top of the 50?
On top of the 50.
I have to think about that. And you said a 10% increase?
We could change the percent. You know, it could be 20%, 30%, whatever you feel comfortable
Yeah,
with.
we'd really like to see a large increase, especially with the amount of money that we're paying and putting out. How about a 30% increase? Because we really need to start pushing out more product, and if you can help with that would be really great. And if not, no harm, no foul. You just won't get that bonus.
Yeah. I think that sounds good. I have a very competitive nature, and I like having a goal, something to shoot for. So I think that'd be good. And, you know, maybe when we review this later, and if I've gone beyond that, maybe we could look at going beyond that. But I think the 30% with a 5,000 is definitely very awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
And we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but that's true. The other thing that we've noticed that you don't work on Sundays at all, and
Yes.
as an assistant manager, there's often meetings on Sunday.
No.
So what's been your reason? Why have you been missing all of these Sundays? Because well, Barbara's taken over your shift.
I know, and I really appreciate Barbara and her sacrifices. But the thing is, I'm a very religious person, and I like going to church and worshiping God in a way I feel is good for me, and it just helps me like perform really well the rest of the week. I think that's a really big reason why I've been able to do so well in this company up to this point, is because I've been able to stay really centered in my relationship with God.
That is an interesting point. I'm Catholic, so I do also kind of understand where you're coming from. But with this new position and the meetings that are going to be happening Sunday morning, would you be able to be there, or what are your reservations against that, or any thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm sorry, Karen, but I just need to be there on Sunday, so maybe I could find or be at church on Sunday. I have different responsibilities, and it's also good. It's a good for me and my fiance too, Kirsten, to spend some time together. It just really gives me the break I need. So if I could find somebody to go in my place, or look at the notes from the meeting after the meeting, I think that'd be really good for me. But yeah, I personally don't want to think about work on days when I'm thinking more about like my faith and everything that kind of recharges me and everything. Gotcha. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, according to the record that we have on file, Saturdays you're also only here for like 4 hours, and we also, you wouldn't be able to go to, we have meetings other than just on Sunday. That's just one of the days that we meet. That is a good point, though.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's completely fine. I'm just really tired.
Oh my, it's so long.
We're doing good.
That is a good point, though, that you make, and Saturdays is also one of the days that we could possibly have the meeting. I would have to talk to all the other representatives, and Saturdays are a busy day. But if you're willing to be there for more of the day, maybe like a 9 to 5 instead of just the mornings that you're there, just helping and meeting with everyone, I think we could all possibly benefit from not meeting on Sundays anymore, because already we're missing out on our representation on Sundays. We're not. Most people are going fishing or something on Sundays. It's their day to do that. So Saturdays might be a better day. We've been kind of considering it already even before you started working here. So we could try that out, but we would want you to be here on Saturdays 9 to 5, possibly even later some days, to give you the training that you need as an assistant manager, as well as be able to have you meet with the board and be able to plan everything out with that. So.
Yeah, I think that sounds really good, and I appreciate you kind of hearing me out about the whole Sunday thing. I think that will really help me to perform well and do better. And as far as Saturday goes, yeah, like I'm out of school, I'm just preparing for the wedding. I think I can go all out on Saturday. I think I could definitely do that.
Okay, well, we really need you to show up and to work hard. You can't slack off. You gotta be an example to the rest of the employees there. They look up to the assistant managers, so that will be really important for you to do for that. So the other thing we want to talk about with this assistant manager position is where do you see yourself in this company as you get married and as you move forward? Because we don't want to put you into this position and then run off and you be like an English professor somewhere. just jesting. But we really need you to be committed, or just to understand where you're going to be, so that we aren't left floating in the water without a paddle.
Yeah, I'll be completely honest with you, Karen. This is not like my dream job per se, but I do believe that a lot of what I'm going to learn here is going to help me in the future. And so I want to go all in for the time that I'm here, and at least to commit a year or two. I'm not sure how long I'll commit, but I think I can definitely commit a year or two to do as much as I can, bring up the, traffic by 30%, and just to help out in other ways, hopefully lift up those around me and make a difference for them. That's something I'm really interested in. So I think that would be really, really good. But yeah, honestly, I don't see myself being here for super long, but I do see myself being here for as long as I need to be and feel like I need to be here.
Okay, yeah. And we definitely want you to be here for that next year, trying to see if things will improve with our public relations and stuff. So I think that sounds really good. If you do we know that often new opportunities come up, especially with graduating from college and having that degree now. You'll have new opportunities that come up that may sound better. And we just would like, if we do give you this position, that you are able to let us know and give us notice. Maybe 6 months notice of you leaving, so that we can make arrangements to have a new assistant manager chosen if you ever do have that role, so that we aren't left without that. Because if you just get up and leave and we don't know, then we're going to be kind of stuck and things get messed up. That's kind of what happened with our last assistant manager. He left his job, didn't give us notice at all, and we thought he was still carrying on his duties, and led to a great loss during the recession. So that really hit us hard. So got to make sure that you're going to be prompt with that and letting us know where you stand on things. It's a weird thing to talk about, because of course we would want you to stay here as long as you can, but we understand that life entails other things and other things come about. So would you be willing to do that, to let us know and give us that 6 months notice of you leaving to whatever it is? Because we'd really like to make sure that the company doesn't get hurt by negligence.
Yeah, I definitely want the next person that comes in my place to do better than I did. I'm going to do everything I can to do as well as I can, but I also want to prepare the next person to do better than I did. And I definitely, the worst thing that I could think of is I show up in the position and then I leave and we're in the exact same position. you're hiring for somebody, you're looking for somebody with talent. I want to be that guy. I want to go for it and really help you guys get in the right foot and set up some systems so when I do leave, that the next person can pick up where I left off and you guys will be in a better position than you are right now, which honestly I think you're in a pretty good position, but we can be in a much better position.
That sounds good. And in this position, you'll also be working with the manager and putting together a plan of sorts, and just figuring out the responsibilities, because we haven't had a good assistant manager in a while. So working with the manager and figuring that out and kind of putting, as you are trained to keep a record of that, so that if you ever do leave, or when you do leave, that we will have that record to help out the next person, like you said, so that that we're more prepared, and we're kind of working on that preventative work to make sure that we don't get stuck up the stream, lost without paddle.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, sounds good. I think we have a pretty good understanding of one another, and let's get out the paper. If you're good with 50,000 starting, and that's with me doing writing, and also with the assistant sales position. And then if I bring up foot traffic by 30%, foot traffic to the store, then I'll get a $5,000 increase. Does that all sound right?
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Okay.
Again, we want to make sure that you'll be working hard and not trying to take advantage of any leeway for you. So here's the contract if you would like to look it over.
Yep.
Some things if you have any questions about it.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Cool. Hey, well, thank you for your time, Karen. I look forward to working more with you and hopefully continuing to build up the company. And yeah, I'm excited to see the growth and to help out the team, boost their spirits and stuff.
Yeah, and the position isn't yet finalized, so don't do anything rash. We still have a lot of things to go through, and you know how it is with business stuff. So we're going to be going through that, but I think you have a good potential, and there's great possibility that you'll be working with us as assistant manager, and I think you'll do a great job. So as you leave here, if you could talk to the manager, Mr. Smith,
and go talk to him.
He will give you some guidance, and
cool.
We're just kind of sending anyone that applies over to him to. He's gonna kind of do further interviewing and just making sure that everything is okay, because we really want to make sure that we got the right person for the job.
Sounds good. Thanks, Karen. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I gotta get going now. My 4
same.
kids gotta get picked up from the school, so.
Sounds good. I gotta go get some stuff too. See you, Karen. Thanks.
See you later.